Welcome back to Get Your Shit Seen, the channel where we help you, your brand, your business grow. Back to Get Your Shit Seen, the channel where we help you, your brand, your business, 10 seconds later. Welcome back to Get Your Shit Seen, the channel where we help you, your brand, your business grow with creative marketing. That's everything from social media automation to incredibly creative marketing tips. As always, we're the only ones out here doing it, giving you this incredibly useful information. So if you're not already, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. We have what I'd like to call one of the first interactive YouTube channels. What that means is if you have a question, you're watching this video, if you ever get stuck, you can DM me at BobbyBots. I always respond to my DMs and I will help you, guide you along so we can do this together. So I already made a video on ghost followers. You can check that above. But today I'm giving you the best strategy to get rid of your Instagram ghost followers for free. We're gonna be going over what is a ghost follower, how do I get rid of my ghost followers, and 3, what's the difference between using my advanced strategy for getting rid of your ghost followers and those bullshit apps. Oh, I already gave away a little secret that they're bullshit. And those bullshit apps like Cleaner or whatever you see on the IG store, on the Apple store. So we're gonna be going over all of that. Ready? Let's get right into it. So let's start. What is a ghost follower? So a ghost follower is essentially an inactive follower that follows you. What does that mean, or what does that look like? What does that look like? What does that look like? Jesus. It looks something like this. So a ghost follower is usually somebody without a profile picture, or it could also be somebody like this that just is following way too many people, or it could just be somebody who followed you and forgot why they followed you, or for some reason they just follow you and they're always scheming and they never like your content and they never view it, but they follow you for some reason.
For all those haters out there, suck my ass, because you're no good and better than me.
Bruh. Works in this way. Every time you make a post, let's say you have 1,000 followers. Every time you make a post, it's gonna show it to a small sample size. So for example, you have 1,000 followers, Instagram is gonna show your post to 100 people. Now, if you have a lot of ghost followers, within those 100 people, you could have a ratio of like 80 ghost followers, 70 ghost followers, 50 ghost followers, who knows? But if those people are inactive, they're not gonna like your photo. And if they don't like your photo, Instagram goes, that's a really shit photo. I'm not gonna show this to more people. This isn't viral content. This isn't good content. Obviously, I've just shown it to 100 people and only, 5 of them liked back. When in reality, a lot of your fans do want to see your content. You just have so many ghost followers that Instagram's saying, this is a shit photo, I'm not gonna show it to the rest. Well, how do you get ghost followers? There's a bunch of ways. For one, people get fake followers. If you buy fake followers, that is a side effect. 2, people enter those contests, win followers, stuff like that. 3, you're using those big hashtags. Right now, do an experiment. I want you to make a post and use a big hashtag like hashtag art, hashtag Instagram, hashtag entrepreneur. What's gonna happen? You're gonna see a bunch of comments like, nice photo, keep it up, amazing. Well, guess what? Those are things called Instagram bots, and they're scraping all of Instagram for big hashtags, right? And then they start following you, and those people are ghost followers, inactive followers. You're probably thinking, well, why do they want to follow big hashtags? That's a targeting strategy people use. For example, if I have an entrepreneur page and I want to use an Instagram bot to grow my page, I'll follow everybody who uses hashtag entrepreneur. So, people who don't know how to use Instagram bots target those hashtags. So that's a really complicated reason, but just stay away from those really bad, big, cliche hashtags. Now, let's get into what is the difference between using what I'm going to show you and those bullshit apps like Cleaner or whatever it is. First is the obvious. One, you're going to be able to control with this. So for example, when you plug in your information to Cleaner, first of all, what do they do with your information? Don't ever give your password out to these third-party accounts unless you have full visibility, like this application, which you're going to have full visibility with. So don't ever give out your information, first of all. Second of all, what do they define as a ghost follower? You're gonna end up blocking your friends and your family. And 3, they make you pay. It's like this weird credit system usually for these things. It's like, first 10 followers are free, then after that, you have to charge. And 4, they don't follow Instagram's limits. So here's the thing. If you put your account into cleaner or something like that, and all of a sudden your account goes from blocking nobody ever to now you're blocking 800 people every 10 hours or whatever, Instagram is gonna go, huh, that's a bot. And then in return, what they're gonna do is you might see even lower engagement because Instagram's going, that's a bot account. That's a bot account, so we're not gonna show their post higher in the algorithm. So long story short, just stay away from those and use an advanced tactic like nobody else is showing you, like this right here. So for this strategy, we're going to be using an Instagram bot program called Jarvee. And I'm gonna leave a link to Jarvee below. And we're gonna be doing this. This reason this is free is because the link to Jarvee below is a free 7-day trial. And from what I remember, you don't even need to put in your credit card information, your debit card information, or anything. It's just you get it and then you go. So we're gonna be doing this within the free 7-day trial. Bobby, what is an Instagram bot? An Instagram bot is simply a program that acts on your behalf. If you wanted to grow your Instagram following right now, you would get on your phone and you would start following, right? So you would start following 800 people every day. You'd wake up, follow, like, comment, DM, all these actions on Instagram. Jarvee is simply an Instagram automation program that does these things for you. So you'll say, Jarvee, follow 600 people who like pop music every day, and it will do that for you with human realistic settings. So we're gonna be using Jarvee. Now, quick disclaimer, if you want to see the more advanced version of this where we can really target, our followers and who we want to block, check out the last tutorial I did. It's a more advanced version of this. This version is just as good, especially because it's free. Now, once again, this is free, but you are going to need a Windows computer to do this. Now, if you do not have a Windows computer, you're going to need something called a VPS. I have a Mac, so I need to use a VPS. Bobby, what's a VPS? You can also see my last video on what is a VPS. That will give you all the information. Essentially, a virtual private server is a computer you rent out somewhere and you screen share, and you can use that computer in remote locations so you can run programs 24/7, and so you could use Windows-based programs if you're a Mac user like myself. Okay, another thing before we get started, we're gonna get into this tutorial. If you want the VPS that I use, the virtual private server that I use to run all of my programs, my secret VPS, comment I want in below, and I will send you the information on where to get that. So essentially what we're gonna be doing in this tutorial is using Jarvee to block our inactive followers. So once again, we've been describing inactive followers as people without profile pictures. We've been describing inactive followers as people who follow way too many people. So we're gonna use this program to really quickly get rid of those 2 people. This is an incredibly easy, simple to do thing. So ready? Let's get right into it. Let's go. So once you've downloaded Jarvee, it should look something like this. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna head over to social profiles, add profile, add an Instagram account, and just type in your information right here. Okay, so right here where it says show proxy settings, you do not need to worry about that unless you're using more than 5 accounts, in which case check out a video I did on proxies. That will explain it, but you do not need to use a proxy, so don't worry about that. Type in your username, Bobby Bots, your password, and then verify account. Okay, after you've done, it should say valid, and just go over to tools, and you can see my account right there. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to block followers, right? So we're gonna do 2 steps with this, block followers. Okay, so you could just kind of screenshot my settings here, or you could come up with your own. I'm gonna explain it to you. So what this is saying is we're gonna wait between 60 and 70 minutes between every operation. Every 60 to 70 minutes, we're gonna block between 50 to 80 users with a delay of 30 to 60 seconds. So every hour, we're essentially gonna be blocking 50 to 80 people every 30 to 60 seconds. We're gonna be running this all day because it should only take a day or 2. And then we want to go all the way down, and we want to make sure that the user is non-English, just some filters, that they don't have a profile picture. We're gonna block everybody without a profile picture. We're gonna block everybody that has less than 4 posts. And then here's the really important one. We're gonna block users that have followings in a specific range. So we wanna block all followers that are following over 6,000 people. Why is that? If somebody is following 6,000 people, they're never going to see your post. You do not want those type of followers. And then we want to make sure that we're not blocking people that have liked our recent post, and we're not blocking people that have commented on a recent post. Now, once we do that, you're going to be able to see all of the specific users down here. And remember, if you ever see somebody go, oh shit, that's somebody that I didn't want blocked, you can check and just go through the list yourself and then go manually unblock them yourself. It's as easy as that. All right, now after we set that up, we want to do two things. We want to go over to like, and once again, you could just kind of copy these settings right here. So we're gonna wait between 4 to 6 minutes between every operation. We're gonna like between 8 and 10 posts, and then with a delay of 15 to 30 seconds. Once again, every 6 minutes, we're gonna be liking 8 to 10 people's posts every 30 seconds, right? And I'm gonna let you know why we're doing this in a second. So we only wanna like a maximum of 100 to 150, and then we wanna skip non-English users, profile pictures, and then we wanna uncheck that. And then what we want to do is we want to like posts of followers. Why are we doing that? So the whole reason we're getting rid of our ghost followers is to increase our engagement. So to increase our engagement, getting rid of ghost followers is one thing, but liking the post of your followers is another. So you may have like 5,000 followers, and you may have a lot of people that liked your page but just forgot why they followed you or have simply lost interest. By liking their post, it's going to remind them who you are and be like, oh yeah, I like this person. And they're going to reciprocate when you post. They're going to say, hey, this person liked my post, and they're going to like your post as well. So this is going to be great for engagement, and that's it. It's that simple. After that, don't exit out the program, but just let it run for about 2 days. If you're on a Windows computer and you're not using a virtual private server, your computer needs to be on. So make sure you go to your settings, your computer settings, and make sure your computer is running and doesn't fall asleep. If you're on a VPS, you can just close out and let it run. Yep, and that's it. Let's get right back. So really quickly, let's recap what we just went over. We went over what is a ghost follower. A ghost follower is simply an inactive follower who, when we accumulate a lot of, Instagram punishes us and kind of condenses our content and doesn't let our content be seen to the rest of the followers who really want to see it. We went over how to get rid of the followers, which is by using this program called Jarvee, which once again, I left a free link below for a free 7-day trial. So click that link and use this program. I also recommend you stick around and check out some of my other videos on how to use Jarvee, because this program does so much more than block followers. It's just a quick, easy, free fix for getting rid of your ghost followers. We also went over why you shouldn't use those App Store apps. What's it called? The Apple App Store apps like Cleaner and whatever the rest of them are called, because they take advantage of your account and it can get your account throttled and shadow banned. And we just don't want to touch those accounts whatsoever. Who knows what those people are doing with your information? You want to keep your information safe. So that's it for today's video. Like and subscribe if you want more of this content as soon as it comes out, because I guarantee you, every time I drop a video, I see my stuff reposted. People are posting my stuff in forums. So you want this stuff first before anybody gets it. Now remember, you can always follow me at BobbyBots if you have any questions. If you have questions, you need to be liked, subscribed, and following me on Instagram. You support me, I support you. That's how this whole thing works. Another thing, if you want the VPS, if you are a Windows user or you just want to run programs, or if you're a Mac user or you just want to run programs 24/7, comment I want in below and I will send you the provider I use for my VPS to help you get going. So that's it. Like I said, I hope I came through for you on this one, because this was another one where I'm just straight delivering in value. How to get rid of your ghost followers for free. You should see a 15 to 50% increase in your engagement after you do this. I mean, that's it. There you go. I'll see you guys next week. Also, comment below if you have any ideas, any programs you want me to review, or anything you have help with your Instagram growth. All right, I'm done talking for today. Peace. Just tell them to follow us on Instagram.
All right, last thing we want to let y'all know, we need you to follow us on Instagram at Get Your Shit Seen. at Get Your Shit Seen, because you want to get your shit seen, and we want to do that for you. So, see you soon.
Bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants, bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance, bands in my pocket. Come and get your mans, far up my rocket. Oh, bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants, bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance.